Hello Libra, welcome to your May reading. I'm Crystal, the Crystalline Priestess. I am an intuitive tarot reader and astrologer. And we are just going to jump straight into your May. So, you know, the thing is, last month for September, Libra had such a powerful last reading. And as soon as I got up in your energy today, same thing. Like, I just feel like you guys are continuing on this month. I feel like you are just... I feel like you're really coming into your a sense of your own. We have Aquarius, I know. I feel like you're really knowing yourself. Like, I feel like, Libra, you have been in a bit of a portal of like learning about yourself. We have Moon Soul. It's like getting to the roots and the core of you. I feel like you've been in, like I said, like quite a portal of self-discovery. May feels like a month where you're really feeling like, I feel like comfortable within yourself. You are literally coming into so much comfort within yourself. Wow. Wow. Okay, we have the 10th house coming out. We have Yod, Destiny. We have the first house, the body. So like I've been saying, like, wow, I just feel, Libra, like your energy is so connected to your purpose. Like, I feel like some of you guys this month like are really going to be taking your career especially to the next level, but I feel like you're like taking really good care of yourself with this Moon Soul, first house, the body, Aquarius, and this Yod. It just kind of feels like you have learned what it is that you need. I feel like the theme of this month is putting into action everything that you've been learning over the past, like, I'm gonna say 10 years. I say this all the time, but like a lot of people on my channel, I feel like you've been like me, like in a portal for like the past 10 years. And it feels like it's because, you know, every 10 years we have nodal oppositions. So, you know, 10 years ago we had the South Node in Taurus and the North Node in Scorpio. Right now we have the South Node in Scorpio and the North Node in Taurus. So we're still playing on learning lessons that we activated 10 years ago. For you, Libra, it really feels like it's your sense of identity, how you put yourself out in the world with this first house and the 10th house. You know, this is like you really coming into like a really healthy, balanced version of yourself. I feel you guys are extremely protected, extremely guided. I feel like you've been walking this path for quite a while. I feel like a lot of you guys, yeah, this all makes so much sense. Like, I just feel like a lot of you guys, you are healers in your own way. That doesn't have to mean that you're someone that's like a Reiki practitioner or, you know, you're in the medical field or anything like that. But you have this way of healing through sharing what it is that you know, through sharing with other people, through sharing with the collective. I think a lot of you guys, a lot of the Libras on here, I feel like you guys are people who are kind of like really getting out there and starting like your own businesses, your own healing practices, your own... yeah, it just kind of feels like your own practice. Like, I feel like for you guys, you have this sensitivity, and you had it maybe in the workforce, you have it in the workforce, you have this sensitivity to other people, and I feel like a lot of you guys have been called out. A lot of you guys have been called to listen to the messages that your soul's telling you, and a lot of you guys, that message has been, we need to follow the path that feels really, truly aligned with us, which is why the shapeshift is coming out, because this has been helping you navigate different layers, different versions of yourself. Like, this is literally moving through many different types, many different versions of you. That's what I've kind of been like picking up straight away, is it's like, this is the different layers of myself that I've had to access in order to find these other layers of myself that I now really deeply resonate and connect with. I feel like this is like a self-connection. Like, you guys are feeling more connected with yourself than you felt in a long time. The shapeshifter says skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. I think that you've been moving through, like, this feels like you've been moving through like a dark night of the soul for a little while, and it's kind of like you've known this whole time that it was leading you in a positive direction. Even though it felt really tough, even though it felt really painful, even though it felt really overwhelming at times, you've known within yourself that this is a destined moment in time, especially with this Yod coming out. May feels like a month where it's like having epiphanies about who you are, about why you came here, and about what you're here to actually do. I feel like there's a need to share with the collective the art that you have inside of you. We have this damsel card coming out that says light attributes, understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. And I think that that's the thing, because Libra, you are the sign of the other. We've had Aries opposing you. We've had Pluto squaring you. You know, there's a lot going on. We've had Mars squaring you. There's been a lot going on for you, Libra. And I feel like it's having a mirroring effect. Like, I feel like for you guys, you've been seeing, you've never seen so clearly the way that you feel about something manifest itself externally out in the world. May feels like a month where you're holding a real mirror up to your own self and you're saying, this is who I am, this is the truth, this is what I'm worthy of, and this is what I'm going to now attract because I choose it. This is inspiring you to rely on yourself. You're no longer going to be putting all of your energy and your attention into other people, especially for Libra risings, Libra moons, I mean Libra sun as well, even Libra Venus, just Libra in general, eh? But there's a tendency to feel others more so than you can sometimes feel yourself. There's a tendency to always be balancing and thinking about what is the other person thinking, doing, wanting from me, what is this. It's like this energy of always focusing on the other, because Aries is the self. So you guys sometimes have a really hard time focusing on the self because you're so caught up in what's going on with the other. And so we have this first house coming up, which is the house of Aries. So it's really important, like this says, inspires you to rely on yourself. May's calling you into self-reliance. And I feel like you guys are finally going to see the potential that your creativity has, the potential that your practice has to actually really heal, help, inspire, and provide for other people. You are destined to be making these shifts and these moves. We have huge astrology going on at the moment. Especially at the end of May, which is probably when you're going to be watching this reading. So the portal that you're in while we're watching this reading is most likely going to be really pushing and putting pressure on you to move into the direction of what it is that you know your soul's been calling you to do for a long time. The majority of you guys watching, it's to do with career. It's to do with how you're sharing yourself with the world. With this Aquarius, I just keep feeling like some of you guys really are taking to social media to really start to share your voice and to share your message, because that's the easiest way these days to get your message out in the world. There are lessons that you've learned, there are things you've picked up and learned along the way that are going to really help the people that you're here to serve. We also have the healer archetype out for you that says light attributes, passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. So like I've been saying, like I feel like this is dark night of the soul coming to a close energy, because you guys are learning, like this May feels like the month where it's like how I was saying, all this pressure is now turning to that diamond. Like the pressure is now to the point where the diamond is starting to shake, shiver and combust and become the fucking diamond. You know, did I say that? The cold, the diamond. You guys know what I mean. I don't know if I said that properly, but I feel like you guys get the point that I was trying to make. So yeah, it just feels like so powerful. Like your energy felt so powerful the moment I got into it. I'm not even kidding. I really, really think that both of your songs are important to listen to this month, because they're essentially, you're starting out on a whole new trajectory. This is the beginning, like, I'm hearing, it's the start of something new. It feels so right to be here with you, yeah. Troy and Gabriella, High School Musical. It's the start of something new. Yeah, I feel like you guys, Four of Swords with the Seven of Swords. The thing is, there are going to be, there's people that you've had to walk away from. There are people that you're going to have to maybe be honest with as well. Or even just being honest with yourself about where it is that some people just haven't been able to show up as who they were meant to be. I feel like there's, with this Hierophant in reverse at the bottom of the deck, this feels like you're challenging energy. It kind of feels like there's a, okay, that's what it is. It feels like you can't sometimes get in your own way, Libra, because you convince yourself that, you know, you overthink it. Like, this energy is giving me someone who really, really is overthinking to the point where they're inert, like they can't get out of bed. So you are going to have to deal a little bit with getting yourself up and at it and cleaning up the mind. It's the thoughts. It's the way you are thinking about how you're showing up, what people are going to think of you. And that's the thing, Libra. You guys do rule over being obsessed with what other people think. So this is a real life lesson for you to really come into your own, coming into yourself. You have the world out here again. So we have literally the world written twice. The world. So you guys are really getting out there. You guys are really putting yourselves out in the world. You're being called to put yourselves out. I feel like, Libra, a lot of you guys have been hiding for a while. It feels like you've been scared for other people to see you, so you hide yourself away. You're not sure if everyone, or you're not even sure how your art, how your gifts, how your healing, how your practice is actually going to be received. And so it kind of can keep you feeling stuck at times. It can keep you from actually going for it because you're not sure whether you actually have what it takes. I feel like there's this like feeling that you have where you're like, maybe I should just get out of this as fast as I can. Maybe I should just like cut my losses and just go, because maybe it is that you have tried this thing and it didn't quite work before because you weren't quite committed. It feels like there's been a lack of commitment to what it is that you wanted to do, what you wanted to build and wanted to create. But with this world coming out, you know, this is the end of the cycle. This is the end of the chapter. This is the point in time where you say, I've had enough of that. I'm ready to find my happiness now. Because you guys, a lot of you guys are searching for your own sense of stability. You're searching for that thing that makes you feel connected to who you really, really are. And a lot of you guys, it has to do with putting yourself out there and putting yourself out in the world. It's almost like this feeling of something happened when you were younger. Something happened at some point in your life to convince you that you're not worth, you're not worthy of putting yourself out in the world, you know. I'll give you guys an example. You know, this is someone who, when they were in high school, they did a play, or let's just say they put a video on YouTube and everyone, this is a personal story, okay? They put a video on YouTube and all the popular kids found it and bullied the absolute fuck out of you to the point where you decided to delete your YouTube channel and never ever share yourself again until 10 years later and you're an adult and you go, I actually still want to put myself on YouTube and I got to stop letting that get to me. So, bit of a personal story there. I didn't actually want to say that was my story, but you know, I just feel weird trying to give examples that aren't to do with me because I just can't even do it. So anyway, that's my example. Like, I'm dealing with this big time, so I completely resonate with this message because it's literally this Four of Swords is just someone that is just like they are keeping themselves down. Like, I'm seeing this because the Four of Swords can be a healing card, but it's not feeling healing to me at the moment. It's feeling like you're adding to your own sense of overwhelm and anxiety by keeping yourself from doing the thing. I feel like there's an energy of getting out there a bit and trying, but it's almost like there's a fear that's holding you back because you're not seeing yourself as beautiful and as abundant and as like divine as you are. I feel like the actual external world, I feel like other people see you as really put together, really classy, really aesthetically beautiful, like Libra. I feel like a lot of you guys, like whatever it is that you're sharing and creating, it looks really beautiful. It looks really well packaged. It looks really divine, but people are really unaware of what stress and pain that's kind of going into the creation of this. It feels like this is like blood, sweat, and tears. And a lot of that comes from self-limiting beliefs, because self-limiting beliefs is what's been stopping you from taking action. You have been, I think it feels like it's been like working with a lack of action, because, yeah, look, shadow attributes of the healer. It says failing to take care of oneself. So you've had trouble taking care of yourself because, like I said, you're so caught up in other people sometimes you lose yourself in that. And so May's really got you getting back in your power. It's really got you getting back out into the world and committing to what it is that you came here to share and to do, because it's time for you to be loyal to your own path. It's time for you to be loyal to your happiness. It's time for you to release the fear and the anxiety. This is also giving me like better, healthier habits and routines, taking better care of yourself in the month of May, so that you can show up and so that you can share, collect, like, so that you can share from a filled up, healthy, healed cup. You know what I mean? We have prosperity. A gift of money is on its way. Your income is increasing. Manage your finances with love. So it could feel that there's been a sense of lack, and it could be that like maybe the business hasn't been making as much money as you would like, or the career feels like it's just a little stagnant or something like that. You know what I mean? It feels like that's where the energy's been at, and so May is kind of calling you to open yourself up a little more. I'm seeing all three of these cards have kind of like similar colors. They're purple, blue, purple and blue. So this is throat chakra and third eye. This is needing, like, you guys, I feel like you guys are very powerful conduits and channels for spirit and for the divine, and whatever it is that you create, however it is that you heal other people, there's something especially, some of you guys it's with your hands, you know, your tarot readers or your painters, your writers, you do something with your hands. You know, maybe you are a Reiki practitioner. There's something that you do that really holds an awful lot of power, but you don't give it enough power. You don't give it enough, what's the word? Like, I'm feeling like you don't pay it enough attention. It's almost like you, maybe because other people in your past or other people have mentioned things, or there's just this like shaky energy where it's like I'm not fully sure if I can believe in myself yet. And so May's really got you needing to like step into this I can do this energy, because it feels like maybe with the prosperity thing, with maybe finances being a little tight, it's had you judging yourself. It's had you thinking that in some instances, in some cases, you're just not quite good enough, you know, all that sort of stuff. You know, it's like, what's wrong with me? That's kind of the energy I'm getting. So I feel like the best thing you can do is set yourself free from that. The best thing you can do is set yourself free from the self-limiting beliefs that tell you that you don't have enough, that you need to. For some of you guys, it's even like you feel like your ideas aren't original. You feel like you're like, am I actually allowed to enter this space? For some of you guys, it's literally feeling like you don't fit in a certain space, and needing to really work with those feelings of why, and how can I connect with how can I connect into this in a way that feels authentic and in integrity and in alignment with me. It could be like some of you guys, you know, you're wanting to do start a coaching business or something like that. But you're not really feeling comfortable with the spiritual community, and so it's kind of navigating how you want to show up in that, if that's something that's making you uncomfortable. That's just an example, but you know what I mean. So freedom says, live wild and free, choose your freedom and claim your independence. That's the second time we have the message of independence, of relying on yourself and no one else. So May is really, you know, and it's not saying that you can't be supported by other people. I'm not saying that at all. I am saying that there needs to be more of an May is calling you into having more of a connection to what it is that you have the power and the ability to create. Because this is like, you don't need to go like become some crazy ass boss motherfucker that doesn't care about the people in their lives and just like does nothing but work. It's feeling like this is you connecting with what feels moon, soul, you know, what feels right for you in the moment, what feels right for you to do intuitively. With the moon, you know, it's ever changing. So this is feeling like maybe you guys have thought that you needed to have everything worked out and all set in stone before you could make a move. And May is making you realize, helping you to realize that you can let that go, that you don't have to have everything figured out before you start, because that's going to stop you from even starting. Then we have innocence. Take time to play, nurture your inner child, live with a childlike sense of wonder. So that's the thing. Having more fun, being more playful, taking a step back from everything needing to be perfect, from everything needing to be worked out, from everything needing to be sorted out. There's an energy of needing to just take a little bit of a breather, you know, go lay in a field of flowers, go pick some flowers, go out in nature for a little bit. This just feels like spending time outside and really allowing yourself an opportunity to regroup. I feel like as well, for some of you guys, you want to watch Twilight, or watching Twilight would be really beneficial. Maybe even reading Twilight. But like, I don't know why, I'm just seeing Twilight. Like, this is making me think of the meadow that Edward and Bella are in, and that's like so random. I haven't watched Twilight in like 10 years or something, but I think I'm gonna have to now, because this message is, it's really making me want to watch Twilight. Anyway, some of you guys watch Twilight. It's gonna really help you this month. Anyway, I feel like there's a message in that movie. Like, there's something in that movie that your spirit's wanting to watch, so get into it. Let's have a look at how you can work with this energy, how can you bless yourself, how can you take the best care of yourself. We have the Three of Swords coming out. So this is allowing what hurts to just hurt. I feel like it's feel. Allow yourself to feel in the moment. I feel like sometimes the problem is, Libra, that when you try and keep those feelings away, you try and think yourself out of it, but all you're doing is keeping yourself trapped. I feel like there's this fear of death at the bottom of the deck. There is a fear of putting yourself out there. That, look at all these cards, like grey, grey, grey. There's a dullness here. There's a fear that comes with not being heard. With it even feels like betrayals from the past, like hurts that you've experienced from family members or friends, relationships and things like that. Like, it's all these little things that have built up to tell you that you're not worthwhile of having this thing. You know, this could be as simple as having an ex that used to tell you that you would never amount to nothing without them. You know, this is like that sort of energy where it's like you had someone that was constantly telling you that you're not good enough, that you might as well stay stuck where you are because you're never going to, you know, amount to anything better. And this is you believing it. So May's really got you transforming through these beliefs, deciding to kill off what you don't need anymore, you know. Death is releasing you from the grip of other people's perceptions that convinced you of who you are. This is you finding yourself again. Look, Temperance, healing, restoration, balance, finding balance again, finding your truth again, finding connection again, taking care of yourself. Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck, getting to the end of the fucking, you know, journey, pushing. You've pushed so hard to get to where you are. I feel like things are going to be like slowly getting easier for you, Libra. It honestly feels to me like things have been really tough and really heavy for quite a while. It feels like you're not so much in this like heavy energy anymore, but it feels like you were, and so you are starting to move out of that, and it's just going to continue and continue. We have the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Swords coming out, so this is really needing to get like to start thinking about what kind of reality are you looking to create. The Ace of Swords is saying that there is an idea, there is a thought, there is a belief, there's an opportunity with this Knight of Cups. There's an opportunity to create something that feels really, really fulfilling. This is the beginning of you starting something that feels truly fulfilling to your soul. For some of you guys, it's like I'm seeing, like, I can't stop staring at her leggings. I feel like turquoise, aqua colors. I can't stop looking at her outfit as well. So turquoise, blues are going to be really powerful, really healing for you this month. Maybe it's just getting by the ocean, but blues, working with the color blue, painting with the color blue, blues, greens. Blue is the throat chakra. So blue is really asking you to speak up, to heal, to connect with what it is that you want to say. I'm even being drawn to like this blue crystal. Like, blue really feels like a powerful color for you this month, because it's asking you to really to channel this energy, you know, from your third eye, because it feels like your third eye is really open, your crown is really open, you're really connected in with angelic guidance, you're really connected, it feels like, to your ancestors and to your spirit guides. And so this month has got them helping you to let go of this toxic, you know, trapped energy, this energy that tells you that you are stuck in a certain situation. This is the energy of, you know, convincing yourself that you're always going to be stuck in a certain situation. And May is where that changes. May is the month where it shows you that things can be different because things are going to change. This is the card of change. Something is going to end in order for new life to be birthed, in order for restoration to occur, you know, in order for you to come back into wholeness, integrity, and balance, you know, just becoming more and more connected to yourself. Knight of Cups, Ace of Swords. Finding love again with the journey, with the opportunity, with what you're here to create. A lot of you guys, you started to lose your passion for what it is, lose passion for what it is that you're creating. And this is getting that spark back. This is getting that freedom back, because I feel like there's almost been like this energy. It feels like you have so much, like you're desiring freedom, and yet you got caught up in this energy of I have to do this a certain way. Like this is the shift here, where you don't have to do anything a certain way. Aquarius is out here. You do things unconventionally. It's fine to do things unconventionally. You don't need to follow anyone else's path. This path is all about you. This is the dedication of you. Okay, well, I love it. I love it. Let's get one card for love. Page of Wands. So you guys are going to be feeling excited, I think. Libra, it feels like, oh, 6 cups at the bottom of the deck too. It feels like for some of you guys, it's just like May is a month of really getting back to your essence. With this Page of Wands, it kind of feels like wanting to like go out and start new things. Maybe you're wanting to go on a few, like, if you've got a partner, you guys are wanting to go out and go on dates. You might be going out outside a little more. Maybe it's coming into spring and summer in wherever you are, or maybe it's just there's something really beautiful about going out in nature and spending time with people you love. When it comes to love, it feels like a lot of you guys are really going to be connecting with your inner child this month. With the 6 of Cups, I'm seeing this as you connecting with the child within you, with you looking after the kid within you, you nourishing the kid within you. We have Judgment at the bottom of the deck in reverse here. So, you know, when it comes to love in May, it's all about getting reacquainted with the self. It's about getting back to who you were before certain things happened. For some of you guys, it was childhood and being a teenager, where you started to lose your identity a little because you began to connect yourself so deeply with others. You know, maybe it was like you had your first ever boyfriend, and he. Or you've had your first girlfriend, you had your first boyfriend, you know, and they really broke your heart in some way, shape or form, and it feels like this is you kind of like coming into the awareness that you've let that sit in your heart for so long. You know, you've let that sit within your heart and fester without you even knowing it. So May is the month where it's like no longer looking at where the past went wrong. It's time to start really paying attention to the future. You're extremely future orientated this month. So for some of you guys, you know, you're thinking about, well, what do I want? Do I want kids? How do I want to raise my kids? What kind of partnership do I want to have? You know, all that sort of stuff. It's just really connecting with the truth of what it is that you need, what it is that you want, and what it is that brings you joy. So let's get one last message now for money. Money, money, money. What's the energy of money? We have 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So there is still an energy of being a little bit, yeah, look, Strength and the Empress. Okay, that makes sense. So May has got you moving past these feelings of loss. It feels like for some of you guys, like something might have happened, or finances just haven't been as strong for a while as they used to be, and that took its toll on your self-worth. That took a toll on your self-esteem. You're a Venusian ruled sign. You are literally, we have the sign of Venus right here on this Empress card. You know, you are Venus, you are money, you are beauty, you are love, you are attraction, you are all these beautiful things. And this Strength card is saying that May has got you really taming the thoughts and the feelings and the parts of you that feel like there's not enough, like there's lack. It feels like this Strength card has you healing your self-worth in particular. Like money and self-worth are going hand in hand for you at the moment. Like, it just really feels like there's a bitterness that your spirit, or that, you know, you've kind of been holding on to, because, you know, we've got a lot going on astrologically when it comes to finances, when it comes to the world's economics, and so it's been really difficult for a lot of people. Since the pandemic, things have been fucked up. And so this is kind of like the energy of focusing on what used to be. Like I said, even with the love just a second ago, you guys are really focusing on the future now. So with this Empress and this Strength card, it's saying, you know, keep focusing on yourself, keep taking care of yourself, keep putting energy into yourself. The Strength card and this Empress has got you pouring back into yourself. Some of you guys are pouring into what your idea of family is. For a lot of you guys, this is clearing that up. It's not letting, you know, it's not letting the fact that maybe your biological family has turned out a certain way. Maybe it's not letting that affect you. You know what I mean? Like, certain things have disappointed you for sure. This is the card of disappointment. There's been a lot of financial disappointments that you've had to move through. But with this Empress and this Strength, it's saying that, like, this has been the catalyst for you to have more abundance than you've ever known. Because I feel like whatever abundance you had before you lost it, before you lost your sense of security and stability, it wasn't true abundance. Now you're going to start coming to true abundance, but you had to let go first. You had to learn what wasn't actually truly abundant, what wasn't actually truly working for you, what wasn't actually truly destined for your soul. You know, we have stability in reverse at the bottom of the deck with Pluto transformation. Pluto has been forcing you to transform the way that you receive stability, the way that you perceive stability, the way that you know, you are in the world. This is literally a shake up of your entire foundations, you know. So essentially, I just feel like your energy is absolutely amazing in May, because it feels like you are stronger than you've ever been. It kind of feels like, for a lot of you guys as well, you could be having people popping up from the past, whether they're old friends or, you know, an old ex or something like that, or just people you used to know from school. It feels like there's people popping up that are absolutely going to be shocked this month at the changes that you're making. And this is going to continue going on. I really want you to listen to your both songs. I'm just going to say it again. I want you to really listen to your songs, because they feel so deeply resonant for what it is that you're experiencing within yourself. Because I feel like you just are coming into this, like, this... It's giving me this energy of someone who's humble. Yeah, be humble. But you're also not, because you know that there's no need to be, because you are that fucking magical. You know, this is having the humbleness to know that you're no better than anyone else. But also having the fucking understanding and the power to know how fucking truly amazing and magical you actually are. And you're starting this month to come into the realization of what it actually is that you have to offer, what it actually is that you have to give. Because you're getting feedback. You're having other people, you know, reply to you and say, this helped me. This genuinely really helped me. And the more you're receiving these messages of, oh my God, I love this. Oh my God, this helped me. This did that. This did this. That's setting your soul on fire. That's working you up. That's got you taming the beast within. Instead of being angry, you're becoming motivated. Instead of being frustrated and being triggered and needing to, like, you know, unleash the way you feel on others, this has got you really coming into this, like, acknowledgement and understanding of this power that you hold within with this Strength card. This king and this queen that you're holding within you, this regal energy, the Empress and Strength, this regalness, this power. This is such strong, powerful energy, Libra. You are just so connected to who you are becoming. Like, I'm literally seeing this as, like, you doing your makeup in a different way, wearing different clothes, going out and buying new things, just really getting committed to who you're becoming, because it feels like the past is dissolving. The past is dissolving for you, Libra, and the future is really where you're being called. With this Aquarius, that you're being called out into the world. There's no more hiding for you. You're not going to be allowed to hide for a moment longer. because destiny is calling you forward. You have no other choice. It's time to share your gifts with the world. Your career is going to level the fuck up by the end of May, moving into June. Just all I can say is to keep putting one step in front of the other. Keep moving through the self-limiting beliefs that you have. What is this last bit of advice that you have? Okay, passion. Do what excites you, get fired up about your life, and increase your energy levels. That's literally what I was just saying. Get fired up about your life. Increase your energy levels. This is taking really good care of yourself. Getting enough sleep, waking up, you know, getting into a routine. And whatever that routine looks like to you is completely fine. Everybody is going to have a different routine because we all have different ways of showing up in the world. But essentially, the more that you can really connect with a routine that works for you and that helps fill you up and inspire you. You know, this could be like deciding to do a workout every morning before you jump into work. Because when you do that, you find yourself with more energy, more passion, more zest. When you're working out and you're listening to your music, you're feeling amped up, you're feeling motivated. It's creating rituals around that in May that really help you to actually share this really dynamic energy, because it's very, very powerful. Do what excites you and get fired up about your life, because it's no longer a time for you to feel with the Seven of Pentacles like things aren't moving, like you've been waiting forever, like everything's too slow. You know, it's stagnant. Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It's time to go. It's time to move. It's time to make shit happen. It's time to get on the way. You know, it's time. It's just time. It's just time to share. It's time to do it. Okay. Last message we have is celebration. A positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success and enjoy your achievements. So, you know that you will be successful. Know that everything is going to work out. Don't allow yourself to go into false, or just, don't allow yourself to go down the rabbit hole of overwhelm. Because when you become overwhelmed, that's when you can probably start to be like, this isn't for me, I'm not good enough, blah, blah, blah. No, allow yourself a moment to breathe. Remember why you started. Get fired up. Do something to change your energy, whether that's dancing, singing, fucking swinging around on a pole. I don't give a shit. You got to do something to shake up that energy when this energy starts to when you become overwhelmed by your own sense of lack, when you become overwhelmed by your own thoughts about this particular thing, about your career, essentially, because the majority of you guys, this is about your career, let's just say that, okay? Know that a positive outcome is on the way, that it is happening. You are so much wiser than you think. You're so much more connected than you think. Your intuition has been guiding you along this path, and you really need to trust and honor that it's not guiding you in the wrong direction, that you are genuinely in the right place at the right time. So trust that. Believe in yourself. You are fucking magic. You are fire. You are everything it is that you've ever dreamed of being right now. So start to see it, act it, and become it, because that's the truth. Anyway, Libra, I'm going to leave this reading here. I feel like I have just talked my butt off. I need to get a drink now and chill. If you guys enjoyed this reading, please do give this video a like. If it resonated, let me know in the comments what's going on with you, what's up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. There's going to be plenty more videos where this came from. If you want to book a personal tarot or astrology reading with me, you can do that through the link down below and head to my website. And I think that's about it. Check out your songs, don't forget to do that. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I would like to thank your angels, your ancestors, your higher self, your spirit guides, and all the beautiful benevolent beings that are surrounding you in all moments for allowing us to receive this message today. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next reading. Peace out, Libra.